all of you. I'm Dr. V. Vijay Kumar, Professor of Computer Science, Dean School of Engineering of Anurag University. And the Anurag University was established in the year of 2020. Just a quick review on the Anurag University. We have got School of Engineering, School of Pharmacy, School of Medicine, School of Nursing, and also MBA. And also we have also started School of Agricultural Science and Engineering. Thank you.
Some takeaway which you want, anything in your mind or this?
Yeah, actually, our students and also the placement and also we are all using the AI tools. Also, especially ChatGPT and other things also we are using. And also we are using for interviews the other AI tools so that students can do themselves the mock interviews and other things. And our students are experienced by that and also benefited by that. So I would like to know, but only thing is, in terms of analytics, we are also facing few problems because we have got a large set of students, somewhere about 10,000 students in engineering from first year to final year. But how to analyze maybe the good performer and also the medium and also, though we are using the platforms like Instax and other things. But anyway, in some cases we are finding it difficult to do, how to go ahead the analysis so that for a better student we can give what a better training, so that for a normal student we can give a normal training so that he can secure a job. Not only in terms of computer science I am talking this, in terms of all branches across the university. Thank you.
Analytical tools looking at. Yeah, and also AI tools. Yeah.
So good evening everyone. I am Sandeep Deshmukh. I am Professor of Mechanical Engineering, associated with BITS Pilani for almost 25 years. I think majority of you know about BITS Pilani. We have 3 Indian campuses and 1 offshore campus in Dubai. I am Dean of Student Welfare, taking care of STEM campuses, handling the student welfare matter for approximately 17,000 students. And why did I come here? Just to understand what needs to be done with respect to technological advances in terms of identifying the vulnerable student population which needs special care, okay, from the data analytics. Thank you.
Good evening to all of you. I am Dr. DTV Dharmajirao, Dean Academics, CMR Technical Campus. Ours is actually group of CMR group of institutions. We have 4 engineering colleges, 1 pharmacy, 1 medical college under this group. And recently we have submitted a DPR for distinct university. We are expecting the university by the next year. So now CMR Technical Campus is an autonomous and affiliated to JNTU Hyderabad, and we have to follow almost 95% regulations and course structure, everything. Actually the purpose I came over here is, so many people have come deemed to be universities and state universities. I wanted to learn the best practices of the universities and what methods you are following, what tools you are using to teach the students as a part of hands-on training, especially hands-on learning especially. So that is my main purpose. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
And there, so maybe we can see.
Very good evening. Myself, Dr. Irfan. I am representing SR University. I am the Dean Academics at SR University, Warangal. We are in the top 100 in ARF ranking, and we are also having time higher education 50th rank in India. Almost 10,000 students are there in our campus in different schools. The basic reason why I am here is the Gen Z students especially, they are not taking the ownership of learning. Personalized learning, how we can make easy so the students can involve in learning parallel with the teaching. Thank you.
Sir, you can sit, sir. You can sit.
I am Dr. Narasimha Reddy, formerly the principal of State Institute of Science and Technology.
presently the Pro-Chancellor for Srinagar University. Most of you know about the development that took place in Srinagar Institute of Science and Technology. It was the only institution in the state of erstwhile Andhra Pradesh to have been accredited by NBA in just 5 years of existence. And that led to doing lot of work in research, and that led to, as a matter of fact, identification of this institution for World Bank assistance under TPS scheme. So we are the only institution in self-finance category which has gone through all the 3 phases of TPS. And over a period of time, our management felt, let us also start a university. The government of Telangana has opened up the possibility of opening private universities, and this university was approved 2 years ago, and now we are operating for the last 2 years. One important problem we are facing is all our faculty are PhD degree holders from various institutions, but when it comes to the practical applications, hands-on experience, we don't have case studies. So students are theoretically taught well, but without the backup. That is a very important aspect which has to be filled, and without which, as a matter of fact, our students will not be selected by the companies. At the same time, industry is going forward at a faster pace when compared to what is happening in the institution. We are not able to follow that, and what is now lacking is the faculty who can teach the new developed curriculum. So unless we have at the same time teaching of students can be done theoretically, but it has got to be done in such a way that they will be able to stand before the challenges they have in the industry.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Balakrishna Shetty, basically Professor of Radiology. I have been Vice Chancellor of the University for the last 15 years. Initially, I was Vice Chancellor at Siddhartha University, Tumkur. And now I am Pro-Chancellor at Mallareddy Vishwavidyapith. Basically, I am a radiologist, so I use a lot of AI for my diagnostics. And speciality of our institution is we have not only started the medical engineering and allied health science colleges, we also have started School of Eminence for distinct courses. We have 7 schools of eminence which combines medical education with technology, dental education with technology, nursing with technology, similarly allied health and science with technology. So that is the distinctiveness of Mallareddy Vishwavidyapith. So that's what I would like to say as far the university is concerned. Now coming to the third point, why I have come here, what I am going to check information from here, there are 2 things. One is considering the education part of it, that is considering the students and the faculty members. First of all, the faculty members have got the inherent fear of getting replaced or displaced because of artificial intelligence. So that fear I want to take it out of the faculty members. They should not be afraid that artificial intelligence will take over completely education system, teaching, learning, all those things. That is the first point. Second point, as for the students are considered, we as faculty members used to ask the student to read so many textbooks, come read and prepare. Now similarly, students have got a somewhat, they are trying to avoid artificial intelligence because they don't know how to use it. So I want to know how this conference will help or motivate my students to utilize artificial intelligence in their regular learning as well as assessment. So that is very, very important. We cannot force everything to the student because artificial intelligence, because we should not bombard the student with a lot of artificial intelligence. he should have an inherent energy or inherent, what is that I would like to say, to use artificial intelligence. That is the first point. Second point, as a radiologist, as a healthcare person, I would like to say the one more idea what I would like to take it from here is, how AI can help our people to get a better healthcare. That is basically early detection and healthcare. We are all focusing on early detection, because if you go to a doctor, they'll say a stent has to be placed, or a surgery has to be done, or it has to be operated. We do not know. One doctor will say you have to go for a chemotherapy. One doctor will say you have to get for a surgery. One doctor will say you have to get a stent. And if you Google it, it will tell so many things. So what is the information? What is the general information? What is the correct information we should give, not only for the patients, but also, as you rightly said, to all the industry workers, so that their work absenteeism will decrease. So work absence due to health problems should decrease. So the data analysis, what is the patient's data, what is his regular data, how his liver is working, how his heart is working, that data has to be compiled so that he will not get more diseases and will start working more and more in the industries. These are 2 points I would like to from this conference.
Thank you, sir.
Namaskaram. Namaskaram. I'm Dr. T.P. Shashikumar, basically a space scientist, retired from ISRO, then was with the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh as Deputy Director under Director General of Security for 2 years. I left in 2009 because of my interest in academics. I have gone to Mallareddy, I have gone to Anurag, either teachers training or some programs. Probably millions of teachers, millions of parents and millions of students. My name also is TPS, teachers, parents, students. More faster, and I'm sure most of the industries will come. If you are good in AI, you will be able to use them. If you are not good in AI, probably you will lose the track. So we all have to jump into AI. All of us will have to jump into quantum computing. These 2 things will make the world much faster and better. That's what my expectation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, I am Dr. Reena Girotra. I am the Director Education and Student Experience from Oxford University. Why I smiled at him? Because he is the ex-VC of Oxford. So yes, we never met in person, but we know each other in person. And Oxford University, though established in 2020, but we had a school of business which started in 2013. It's a pretty progressive university where we have a good established research center as well. So my purpose of coming here was, like one of my colleagues has said, how to make students use AI. Probably because it's coming from the medical field, my problem is how to make them sensibly use AI. How to balance that, because there's an extensive use of AI in students these days. And what they understand about AI is the ease that it gives them. But probably they don't know, what I mean is most of it. What goes behind AI. And what I see there is a lot of scope if they get to know what goes behind AI, which not only will help in their skill development also, but which gives them hands-on experience, as well as how it makes them industry ready as well. So more of the industry academia collaboration. So like you were saying, how to connect with the students. Giving them hands-on problem statements coming from the industry, that academia collaboration is what probably is.
So I am Guru Narayanan. I am a professor in electrical and electronics engineering. I also come from BITS Pilani. I had spent 38 years now in BITS Pilani. I have now moved to the Hyderabad campus 4 years back. My current designation, I am a deputy director for the off-campus program and industry engagement. Professor Deshmukh spoke about the campuses. BITS Pilani's one unique characteristic is we offer a large suite of programs to industries, what we call industry programs. And our students in the campus, before they graduate, they have 5.5 months to 7.5 months time spending in industry, what we call practice school. the national education policy talks about internship, where so we are doing that, which means so we have what we have done as case studies or what we have taken care in our university. Some of those, depending on the time, I can share, but that's what we do. And our chancellor has announced a new AI campus, which will be launched in Amravati in the year coming by. That's where BITS Pilani is. And my interest of coming here is how do we offer education at scale, affordability, and how do we beat that? While through the WILP program we do that, how others are managing that is what I would like to know.
Listen to me in YouTube. About 25 lectures are there.
Good evening, one and all. Myself, Dr. Praveen, principal from Gokraju Rangaraj Institute of Engineering and Technology. So I am happy to be here actually.
There is no university.
So actually these days everyone knows that AI, agentic AI, vibe coding, etc. So recently I was just going through a book called Vibe Coding actually. So then using those tools, I have downloaded some software and want to try whether whatever agentic AI, is it true or it is a fictitious. Then I'm interested in actually playing, let us say, solitaire game when we have time. So what I did is I want to generate code to write solitaire game. Then in 2 minutes it has given me an app where I can play solitaire game. But there are some errors. Then I said, I am getting some messages in between, so I am not able to move the cards. Then it changed that game. Another 2 minutes, I got another game actually in the app. Then I was playing, I was not able to get hints. So what I can play, what move I can do. Then I asked, so hint button is not there. Then in another 2 minutes, it has given a new version. Then somewhere I was not able to move card A, so it was not properly moving. Then I said, I want to actually, some error is there, fix this bug. Then actually it fixed the bug. Then I was not able to play because the game was very difficult. Then I said I want level in the game, so hard to easy game. Then I selected easy game, then I completed the game. So these days what I am doing is, whichever game I want to play, now I am not going to any Google Play Store and downloading game. So there itself, I am creating a game and it's giving in 2 minutes. So then I was thinking what I am doing in my college. So in my college we have 1500 student intake. So about 6000 students are there. 4 years we are teaching them only coding. And unfortunately nobody wants coding. So you just understand. So this agentic AI, vibe programming, all those things. So it is beyond thing. So whatever you say, mathematically, whatever you want to do, for that program is not required. So if you want to make 5 by 5 A inverse matrix, it is taking only 2 minutes time. But if you want to do it, so why I have told this story is, if you want to do physically, it will take 6 months. The solitaire game, and I already told you, 5 versions. To make that 5 versions, example, any game, it will take 6 months. But now it is taking 6 minutes. So, then how to train our students actually to face these new challenges. So whatever programming can do, now AI is able to do. So now we should think beyond programming and how to prompt engineering example. So how to solve complex things by using AI. So I would like to deliberate on these things. Let us learn each other and try to see how we can really make our students ready for this AI impacting our lives. Thank you.
I'm coming out of medicine to do all these things. I made a plan for my book on this subject. Made a book on 15 chapters ready. 5 plus 6.
Myself, Dr. Srinivas Rao, Registrar of Malaradi University. We are having 3 universities. Recently we have established 2 more universities. Only engineering students, around 50,000 of students. In addition to that, medical, so JAPIT medical belongs to medical. So coming to the best practices in our universities is, we are tied up with Google with the 3.0. The purpose of this is we are doing best practice. One of the best practice is joint BTech degree. We are going to issue joint BTech degree by choosing choice-based credit system (CBCS). Some of the, and also there is an advantage for the students. They are going to complete 6 cloud engineering certificates. In addition to this, for third and final years, Google is offering ACE Associate Cloud Engineer Certificate and also Cloud Digital Leader certificates. And also they are allotting space of 20 GB per candidate per student for all 50 students. For the entire university, they are going to allocate 1 terabyte of the space. As per my knowledge, actually the syllabus framing is mandatory required, has to be changed from the college to university. There is a flexibility of for the university to change the syllabus on their own, but in the colleges, autonomous colleges and technical campus, it is not that much easy. It is tied up with some other affiliated university, JNT or OU. They have to be changed like anything. The AI is nothing but, it is not replacing the human intelligence. It is only amplifying it. But everybody should go through the AI applications and should use it in proper way. Finally, syllabus has to be modified in appropriate with the present scenario related to AI. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, sir. It's so rare to have so many people, together of this station. Yes, sir, please. The mic is gone, you have to speak, and the teachers can speak loudly.
Come to the front side.
Yeah, please come to the front.
But he can still keep the mic.
Yeah, they can keep the mic.
That gives a show.
Yeah.
For him, he like it, right?
Sorry, the mic is gone.
I think at the podium it's working.
Podium is working. Yeah, please.
Increase sound, please.
Oh, the light is coming. We are all basically teachers. Must be louder.
It's a technical glitch, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. For the time we can have little chit chat between the point of discussion which we already had. Otherwise, this will not be captured. So we can have a discussion. Maybe Subhash, you can help.
Yeah.
Formal discussion.
You can wait for 2 minutes.
Introduction. I can just pause for a minute.
So after this session, I introduce my team in the meanwhile. With us here, we have Dr. Radhakrishna. Radhakrishna heads our customer advisory for all India. Wherever any new thing, any new business which happens within the SAS ecosystem, most integral part of it is Radhakrishna and his team here. We have Surya Narayan Krishnamurthy. Lot of our SAS's turnover and business comes from government. And any government business, right from fraud, taxation, healthcare, in southern part of the country, Surya is one of the guys who is responsible for it. We also have with us Prashant Rai. You also named about healthcare. You named about digital sciences. Ayushman Bharat, Arogya Shri. Name the project of healthcare. I think so he's been a part of such implementation across the board, and a very senior resource within SAS ecosystem. And now, why are these people here? Once we take whatever your inputs are, we would try to showcase to you some use cases of SAS in the current ecosystem.
We want the source for case studies.
Yeah, that's it. So, what work we have done, and hence our students, what can they do to add up to it? So there were some questions on hands-on, tools, case studies. This is what we want to showcase. I would have taken this discussion a bit later. since we don't have the power connection, I have taken it slightly earlier. And I have with me Uday and Mebin. They are a part of our team who is primarily responsible for meeting colleges, tying up for partnerships, for academic institution with regards to certification, joint programs, executive educations, so on and so forth. I also have with me Ashwini Reddy. She comes from the clinical and life sciences industry, part of our customer success division. A lot of SAS's revenues as well as importances in the CRO business as well as life sciences business. Most of the customers who are implementing analytics, data science in their domain, wherever they get stuck, the young girl there is there to help them out. So we have a good set of people and team here, and I hope so this is sorted. Sir, I think so now we can start. I think the mics are on. So this is the team out here, and yeah, you can.
Yeah, this is Dr. Krishna Chalam, Vice Chancellor for MNR University. We just startup university. We have just started 2024 August. We have started with only 2 schools, like School of Intelligence and Technology and School of Allied Health Sciences. Earlier, MNR as a group, it is 50 years old, but they are more into primary and secondary education, and they have 25 years of legacy in terms of the medical education, medical college, dental, homeo, all the ambit of medical segment is there. So what are we doing as part of using the AI once we established the School of Intelligence and Technology? So we have started working with medical college, dental college, physiotherapy college and other things. So where the students of medical and students of technology together start working on understanding how this technology can be utilized for their own domains. AI as such is a mathematical model, and unless it is applied for certain application, it does not have any meaning. So what we have made is we made cohorts of students combined with the domain expertise with our intelligence School of Technology students. So these 5 students as a cohort, and then they keep working on various kinds of topics related to their particular domain. That is the model that we have started. So the difference is actually, see, in Indian education, there would be 3 different categories of students who would be coming to higher education. One from people from rural community. The IQ levels of these students would be of different, and from cities with from middle class families and other things, the IQ levels are different, and from HNIs and VIP related families, the IQ levels are different. I worked in all these category segments. How do we use the AI tools to make them understand that how this could be utilized for various categories. See, the learnability of the students for each of these categories of the students are completely different. While we plan something that is suitable for the category of high income group or HNA family type, that would definitely be failure, right? So unless we understand the catchment, unless we understand what kind of students are there and what kind of pedagogies and what kind of tools are supposed to be used, then we will not be really successful. So the understanding of the student catchment is very important, and then you design your delivery pedagogy according to that. So whatever we had earlier, I was Vice Chancellor for Oxford University, where it caters morely HIG and HNE group of students. So these students are very high intellectual, and the kind of tools that were being used by them are far ahead than what the present students of MNR were been doing, right? So there is huge difference. If I compare with universities like Geetham or KL kind of students, where the middle class families come into picture, their adaptability of the AI tools are different, right? So while we initiated this AI tool based learning in MNR with the School of Technology students, it was a big challenge, because for them accessing a computer or accessing a mobile phone is also difficult, because these students are coming from tribal areas, rural areas and other places, right? For them it's a big science by itself, right? So that's where we had to first sensitize the students to understand how these tools can be utilized and how it will be helping them to learn fast, and don't hesitate to ask any kind of silliest questions, right? Most of the students would have inhibition towards asking any question to the faculty, but this tool, you use any of this tool, you ask any kind of question, you will be able to get an answer. And like our colleague was saying, that Quest is one of the important aspects that they can do. So that is where actually they started questioning on their silliest possible doubt and other things also. And they started exploring that it is a fantastic tool and it can really make them learn faster. And in a year or so, right, when we had asked them to work on a small case study along with physiotherapy, along with medical and other things, they have identified very, very important problems which are not being solved as of now, along with the students of this medical domain. And they have done an excellent case presentation, which we are now submitting for ANR. So that is first year students. These are first year students where the domain expertise and AI are combined together. One more aspect in education industry that what I have seen from India and abroad, most of the industrial problems are given to academia on the western part of it. India, very rarely we see this kind of environment. See, I had interacted with more than 200 plus international universities across, and more than 1,000 plus international professors from various universities. Most of these professors have been funded by the industry giving their problems. Very rarely we get that kind of opportunity and environment. So we have started working with industries where if you have any industrial problem, you give it to us. Our faculty will start working towards solving that problem, right? And in fact, I would request SAS also to start connecting it in academia. You have your problem, give it to us. We would solve your problem at much economical cost than what you can do it at your own industry. And we can do a better solution and a faster solution, right? That is one of the aspects that is missing. Probably I think industry has to come forward to collaborate with academia to take up that problem-based learning, make meaningful for the students and the academic fraternity. That's all.
One point, sir. Do you wish segregation of the students into different class sections?
No, sir. I mean, the institution that I have worked actually, based on that fee structure and other things, people automatically select that institution where that kind of affordability is there. For example, Watson has very high-end segment people because of the fee structure and other things. And if you see MNR kind of things where rural and tribal students are there mostly. So it is the choice of the student. So most of the students, almost 90% of the students what I have seen between Watson or Kale or MNR, they are coming into different categories based on their choice.
If you take MNR, you are going to have a mixture of all these three types.
No, sir, we don't have that mixture as of now.
You are not able to get any rural students?
We have only rural students, sir.
But he is talking in Watson, he didn't add rural students.
In the Watson, no rural students.
No. They are all from a very elite category.
So you don't have a problem. But some universities may have a problem because...
Yeah, combination would be there. Then how do we segregate and then have that exclusive learning models are very important. Definitely, sir. That is very important point.
We were discussing based on the choices which they have, they were the path selection, right?
The point is, there is enormous difference between the learnability of the top student, learnability of the bottom student.
Top and bottom is based on what, sir? Is it based on the family financial capability or based on the IQ levels?
Academic
levels.
performance.
There is nothing like that.
In academic performance, there is wide gap.
Yes.
So in such case, do you suggest to have all A group of students in one section, B group in another section, C group in third section, so that you can take care of the pedagogy requirements?
So homogeneity does not evolve the students, sir. I believe heterogeneity gives better learnability for the students.
Correct.
Heterogeneity is always preferred, so that if there is a difference, there is a flow, sir. A simple fluid mechanics clearly says that if you have a difference, then
And
there is a flow.
peer group
If you
learning.
have same level, you don't have any
There should be a
learning.
gradient. Peer group learning becomes much better when there is mix of
All of
students.
them must be there in every section.
Yes.
So next thing is about empowerment of our teachers
Yes.
in these new technologies. That's what is lacking now. Can you help?
Empowerment in terms of the adaptation of the new technologies and everything.
Not adaptation, but ability to make them teach with applications. We have a lot of books which have come. Okay, theoretically we learn and then tell them. But when it comes to the application of that, we are zero.
In fact, one of the experiments that we have done in Voxen is faculty internship model is what we have initiated, where faculties are sent for internship to industry so that they understand what is industry requirement, and based on that, the adaptability and the learnability of the student, they can properly learn.
That is not happening in many industries. So we wish that your people come and then teach for a certain number of time, let us say a few weeks, and make them empowered to
Actually,
teach.
sir, he was addressing the category of
Can you
students,
do that?
like where they come from. So he was empowering them and bringing them at par with the different category of students so that they can learn at par. He's talking of the heterogeneity in terms of the background they have.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, please. Can we slightly move a bit faster so that we can come to the main agenda, introduction?
I like to talk to you.
Yeah, good evening everyone. My name is Dr. Bharat Bhushan Singh.
Something you have got to do.
And I come from the Gnan Jyoti Institute of Management. I am the director of its P School. And my problem is little different, wherein we all are gaga about AI. I have just come here to figure out how do I stop all this tech from my classrooms. Because I believe management education is a social process wherein we teach our students to engage with society and solve their problems, which requires a very high degree of cognitive ability, resilience, and emotional stability and all those aspects. And this tech is exceptionally detrimental to building such things. I will give one example. Last week, I was engaging my students for a simulation game wherein it was expecting them to solve some problem. And they immediately opened one window asking all those AIs to tell them what decision they should take. This is the scenario. Yeah, I was attending a conference in IIM Bengaluru about last year, future of education. And everyone was deliberating about how future of education is going to be in the advent of such tech overflowing all over. And all senior people, like people over here deliberating, they were saying A, B, C, Z. And there was one student who was, I think, undergrad student. He just stood up and said, "Who are you to deliberate about future of education? Because you don't know what we are going through." About 60% of our learners, those who are below 25 years, we don't understand how they are thinking, how they are learning. We are trying to impose our will because we have our legacy, right? So I am here to just understand, think, learn from all of you, or probably listen from the gentleman from SAS team. How do I stop this distraction and let my students cognitively engage with those simulations and cases. Because tomorrow, as per Harvard study, it says 80% of the business will come through relationship marketing.
A very good evening. Your experience, my experience in the administration is School of Pharmacy, Aurora University. Aurora University has become a deemed university last 2 years back. And we are going to start a pharmacy program this year. When it comes to the license, I speak more about the life sciences, what problems we are facing as more in the research. Compared to the engineering graduates, engineering sections, life sciences people are having 100% gap between the industry and what the students are learning. The syllabus, what they learn is totally different what they are going to adopt in the industry. And none of the colleges or none of the managements or none of the universities are not interested to know what they are adopting in the industries. Luckily, the government has initiated the concept of the universities, the deemed universities. They are having some flexibilities now. These new universities are adopting and modifying the syllabus according to the need of the industries. And when the artificial intelligence and data sciences has come, most of the life sciences people are not integrated to these systems. Because one molecule to be introduced into the market, it required about 20 years of the painstaking of the research by the companies. And unfortunately, we got independence of 70 years. Not even a single molecule we are not able to introduce into the market. We invested billions and billions of dollars on the research. Why it is happening? There is a lot of gap, what industry required and what is provided by the colleges. Major problem is the data integrations. We never get the data. To get the data, we had to sit days together, months together, years together in the research organizations, refer the books, write, integrate it, compile it, and then. Of course, now we are able to do, but it is a limited extent only. And that data which we are getting from the sources, various sources, is not accessible to all the researchers. It has to be accepted. Only it is confined to some universities where they got the funding from the governments or getting funding from the industries. There is one discussion, one point has been raised. Industries are not providing the work to the academicians. The question arises the reliability. How far academician can able to perform according to his expectations. We have a lot of potential in the pharmacy, life sciences as the artificial intelligence and data sciences has been booming up. I'm sure that if it has been properly given and trained to our pharmacy students or life sciences students, I hope in next 10 years, India will stand front to introduce newer and newer molecules to treat the various diseases. Till now we are not done. We are not able to do because we data integrity and we are not having the modern tools to perform all these things. SAS is there. To limited extent it is possible to access. There is a problem. There is a problem to the academic institutions also. The fees they pay, which is not able to meet the salaries of the staff, and how they can able to procure the various softwares which will be useful to this. Even if they procure, who will be training it? The trainer immediately after learning next day is skipping out. There is a lot of problem in the academic institutions holding a good stuff. As the platform has come, at least you please the people use some tools, better tools, at least to the extent of free of cost to the students who can access. When they got trained themselves, automatically they get into the next level of tools. Lot of importance is there in the drug discovery, lot of importance is there in the pharmacovigilance, lot of data is to be analyzed in the clinical analysis. All this data is being analyzed only with a few students, and the data cannot be performed by all the people in the fields. As this has been a burning topic in the life sciences, recently Government of India has taken initiation in the Pharmacy Council to introduce the data science, Python and artificial intelligence in the every year of their coursework. But this science has been developing so fast, within 1 year the total system is being getting changed. So this has to be addressed by the administrators, policy holders, policy makers. So it will be very, very useful for the future generations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Madam, keep it slightly faster.
A very good evening to everyone here. I don't have to talk about my college because sir already spoke about it. I am Dr. Divya from Srinidhi Institute of Science and Technology. I worked as a Dean Student Affairs for 2.5 years, and then now I'm actually heading Dean Alumni Relations there. So I'll just keep it very simple. We know that there's a requirement for AI ready students for the industry, right? But I don't see that industry giving back to the colleges wherein we can actually make them industry ready. So I just want to understand from everybody, and you being from the industry, I just want to know, why don't industry put that step forward so that they give a platform for students to learn and become industry ready is what I want to understand from the whole session. Thank you.
That's not happening nowadays. That is what is supposed to happen in India, correct? So that's how contract it out.
So myself Dr. Rajnikant, and I am the director of Symbiosis Institute of Technology, which is a constituent of Symbiosis International University, Pune. So I am listening to the discussion, and being myself into core computer science and an AI researcher. See, the current day generation students are more of Gen Z students, we say. They're actually tech savvy, but we are tech migrants. And we are looking at how AI can be used for making them career ready. So what I say is DrTPS, which was introduced in 21 as 3.0, then 3.5 and 4.0, etc. We are all looking at how do we use it, how do students use it, but we are not looking at how do the students develop these particular LMs. So this is my view for you. Thank you.
You know how to copy and how to use. Correct. You don't know how to develop. But it's all done by Indians only, not in India. That's the difference.
But not in this soil. Everything happens in the
West
foreign soil. Here our faculty will not allow my students to.
So good evening everyone, all professors and people from the academia as well as industry. I'm Dr. Sunil George. I am the director at Symbiosis Law School, Hyderabad. Now, a lot of discussions kind of evolved around AI. Since I belong to the law school and the law domain, what I would like to kind of bring here is basically the legal kind of a little of the legal aspects. Now, what happens is basically when we talk about AI, and we are overexcited about AI and its implications. Now, what we don't realize is there are some issues with respect to privacy. There are some issues with respect to ethics. There's some respect with transparency. Now, just like I have a right to be remembered, I have a right to be forgotten as well. Now, how do we protect all of this, and how do we inculcate this into the curriculum? Because this overexcitement with AI, if it doesn't have the legal protection and the legal kind of thing, because then I don't think it's like the Mahabharata where the Abhimanyu kind of could enter the Chakravyuh but could not kind of come out. So I think when we are excited about AI and when we are excited about what it has in store for all of us, I think if we also inculcate the legal aspects, it would be good. Now, just like any other property, AI is also an intellectual property, so there are a lot of other things associated like copyrights, patents and all of that. Now, and that's where the industry and academia collaborates, and I think there has to be a mutual kind of an understanding of each other's needs and trying to find solutions. Now also one more thing that I think one discussion happened about an employee joining and an employee kind of understanding you and institutes, because we also need to understand that many institutes have this hesitation to spend, and even if an institution spends that kind of capital on its human resources to equip the person now and he leaves, how do you tackle with those situations kind of, because then how do you retain, I mean the problem associated with attrition, the problem associated with, now if I have spent, do I kind of have the right to recover that, because I've spent that kind of money on that person and the person has to give back in terms of staying for some number of years. So these are all legal labor issues as well as which are again associated with AI. So I think AI is here and is here to stay, but without looking at law, the cybersecurity issues, the protection and all of that. I mean, if we consider that also as a part of the curriculum, I think we would be actually doing a good job, and the students will be able to kind of really kind of get there and not get trapped. Yeah. So that's it from us.
Thank you very much. Let's start with
So when Shubham gets that up, you heard some abbreviations to our titles. So he introduced me as customer advisory. He introduced her as customer success.
Mike, please.
Oh.
SAS is not easy. It is difficult. If I give a student the option of taking to eat a chocolate or a karele ki sabji, you'll always have a chocolate. Nobody wants a karele ki sabji. This is where the teacher and the college has to come in conjunction that it is not the easiest subject to study. He will not have 5-year papers. He will not have old examination copies. He has to do it hands-on. When we teach in engineering and when we teach in management, data mining is data mining still. But when we teach in engineering, it is algorithm, is deep diving into that. When we are teaching into purely in management, it is application of it and use cases primarily with what is taught. There are 2 tracks of SAS normally when we teach. One is completely GUI based non-coding approach depending upon the program. If I'm teaching in a management or a humanities or on a science based exam, we don't get into coding so much. Although I believe some coding is important, but it also program chair belief also has to be there. If we are teaching in engineering, it is primarily coding dependent. That's how we start the program as well. Is SAS a replacement for open source? No, it is not. He should learn one open source properly, be it R, Python, a choice of the college. But he should also study one proprietary software as well properly. SAS can be one of the options for him to do. Because I don't know, you don't know what will he normally get into studying or teaching after he passes the curriculum. So this is what we normally tell to our customers. And this is broadly I wanted to cover on the offering side what we do give to universities. And as I said, we prefer coming and teaching in the college, but if the college wants it to be remote and live, we're open for that as well. Any questions, professors? And one more thing which I forgot is the tool. How do you utilize the tool? You don't have to invest a single paisa to work on SAS. Somebody got an issue that was very expensive software. We are now on cloud. we don't charge you X number of dollars, buy the software, install it in your lab, buy hardware, install it in your lab. No. We understand this is a difficult elephant to handle in an academic environment. Academics are good at teaching. They are not good at managing softwares. That's not the core business, and I understand that, appreciate it as well. We have the entire thing on the cloud. Whenever my professor comes in, he teaches him for let's say 15 hours, have a midterm, again teaches him for 15 hours in case it's a 30-hour credit subject, goes back, has an end term examination. For the entire 6 months duration, the access of the software is given to him on the cloud. Cloud comes with the charge, but he has to still study. The entire access is given to him on the cloud, and we bear that cost as well. So we are serious in doing this business. We are keen to do it. We are customers who want. If somebody asks me what's the guarantee, there is no guarantee of any placements. Let me be candid. In case somebody believes that what we can give is give him a good chance to sit in a interview. And if he's good, he cracks it. If it is not good, he doesn't crack it. I cannot tell my customer, take this student because he's from XYZ universities. He will tell me, go take a walk. He will not do that. Similarly, by doing this, he gets a good amount of, his probability goes up to get absorbed in any of the industries he can. Questions, sir?
What SAS stands for?
Now we are called only as SAS. It was once upon a time when we started this business, we were called statistical analysis software.
Okay.
Once upon a time, but now we don't do statistics. We do many more things.
Many others.
So, and once we are geographically as a brand, when you go to many countries, it sometimes becomes an inhibitor. So we are now called as SAS only. So currently we are largest privately held IT company. We might get IPO in the next couple of years.
It's a good news. In Telangana, in the last 3 months, you had 700 plus openings, 53 new listed.
I didn't say that. So in Telangana itself, sir has just now gone to Naukri and seen 700 open jobs. You don't want 700, at least you want 20 at least.
At the range of 2.17 lakhs to 6.98 lakhs
and go
is
for
the salary.
You will have also
SAS analyst listing Hyderabad region is 70 plus openings today.
Today 70 job plus openings have come.
Yeah.
Just today, and I didn't say that, nor did I tell him to say, he's just seen it himself. So point is that there are openings coming.
Not bad.
There are jobs.
But mostly it's on the clinical.
No, depends.
SAS program.
Depends. It also into risk, also into fraud. It's also into overview. But Hyderabad as a region is stronger in clinical because you have more CROs.
No, there are more laboratories here.
Yeah. So if you change it to let's say NCR, you will have maybe different profiles of job. If you come to Mumbai, you will have possibly jobs in financial industry. So those are all locational variances. But point is that there are jobs. And in the time where marketing, getting jobs is a dearth, and when I have 70, 80 jobs coming out on a daily basis, I think so there is a case which we can think of. Questions, sir? Anything which we can, which you want to ask me?
Hackathons will be conducting with your collaborative universities or institutions.
We do that because it's investment from my side. A lot of effort goes in. We don't charge you for a hackathon. That's not my business. But to get it up and running, it's a lot of effort. So I prefer doing it with colleges whom we are working with naturally. Also a branding activity for the colleges. So we are having a hackathon in the month of January with Sri Balaji University, Pune. We are having a hackathon in February with Goa Institute of Management, Goa.
So you will collaborate other institutions along with them, or say exclusively for them?
No, we do it for Goa Institute of Management, let's say. They will put it in all those, there are various websites which are there where they push it on and they call students.
So they
from
do
everywhere.
internally and then select a few and then get them.
Yeah. So they publish it openly. So we have 2000 opening which we saw last time for Goa. Attendees had come in. So that's how they publish it. Is up to
But
them.
that is basically management students.
They have conducted a hackathon. Engineering colleges have not conducted. We didn't say they not to conduct. Management colleges have conducted it. So we are doing it for them. We have a Purnima University. Just we have an IIM Lucknow. We also have a Purnima University at Rajasthan, which is a tier 2 university. Might not be the premium university.
But will you be doing some sort of a motivation or maybe some idea and such things for hackathon to prepare students?
We do that. We guide them. We guide them basics. We do guide them because I know they are also, because it's mostly student run. college sponsored. We technologically back them. It's a tri-party activity. Students don't run it, we can't run it for them.
But it is mostly software based.
It is
fully software based.
Software based. And we give them a data set. They have to find out the problem. What is the problem in the data? Solve it either with SAS or with R or with Python or whatever language they know of, if it is available for them, and come out with a logical answer and solution with that. So we don't restrict them to solve only with SAS. So one thing you will see, although I am an OEM, go home hungry, Atiti Devo Bhav, still you are my guest here, and I'll be happy to chat further regarding any other discussions. We have tried to kind of speak most of the topics. Some things we couldn't cover is how can I stop noise and distraction in IT industry. I didn't have an answer to give it to you, and at least I'm candid to tell you I didn't have an answer. If anybody else would want to answer these questions to the peer group, you can always do that. I might not have an answer for this. And price, we don't discuss prices like this. So we can have a one-to-one discussion depending upon the program, depending upon the level of program, depending upon the curriculum, depending upon the certification, depending upon the duration, hours. We then come out with a price. Yes, to get into SAS, to start SAS, you don't have to pay any money. It's free, and there's no entry level cost to it. That much actually I can tell you from now. Okay.
We need an life science. I would like to have a one-to-one discussion.
We can have
during lunch.
Yes, we can have it during dinner. We can have it. Okay. Ashish, should we get into the felicitation part?
They already have some.
We are just copying everything from US. We need something for India.
Since they are expanding their horizon, I think anywhere anything can be developed. Correct.
Yeah, thank you, Shubham, and thank you entire team of SAS. It was a lovely, a thoughtful session which we thought in the start of the day would out to be as an outcome. So, round of applause for the SAS team, everyone, the efforts which you have taken. Shubham Chatterjee is the head of education and academia from India SAS. Then we have Mr. Uday Shankar, the senior customer training advisor, India SAS. Dr. Radhakrishna B. Mr. Radhakrishnan B. Ashwini Reddy, she is the HLS use cases presentation which she gave, and Shubham Chatterjee already introduced. It was an effort to bring the academia and industry together to have a meaningful and a brainstorming session in how data analytics and artificial intelligence can be used and help in changing our curriculum. It was a platform created by inviting you all education leaders to come and share your case studies, your thoughts and your ideas. As more engaging, as in it was more of a dialogue.